So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. So today we are from group 3 which consists of Shazwin, Dania, Sri and Wan Aina. Based on our topic, I think one of the most important features of a short story to understand is its singular focus on one main character and one central conflict under character and conflict. And this is something we can really see when we discuss how short stories work, because a short story is brief. The writer doesn't have much space to explore, and characters are about many characters or side plots. Instead, everything is centered on one key situation of problem. This helps readers understand the story more clearly and prevents confusion. From a reader's point of view, this focus makes the message of the story stronger. We are guided to pay attention to the character struggle and how it is resolved, rather than being distracted by unnecessary details. In discussion, this also makes short stories easier to analyze because we can link the conflict directly to the theme and the writer's purpose.
Okay, so after looking at this infographic that we did just now, the feature that I think readers usually find most challenging is narrative pacing. Because particularly in novels because when we compare short stories and novels, the difference in pacing is very clear because short stories move quickly because it's short, right? And they often begin close to the climax and focus on just one main situation or problem. So because of this, readers don't need to wait long for something important to happen in that story. And it's also easier for us to stay focused from beginning to end. And somehow novels, however, take a very much slower and more complex approach because there are certain novels that are thick, which is a very long story. And according to the infographic also, novels include a long setup, what I just said just now, and also have a background details and multiple subplots. And writers would spend time just to develop the world and the characters before the main conflict fully unfolds. So this is where many readers struggle in their reading because during the early or middle parts of a novel, the story can feel very slow or it may seem like too many things are happening at once, right? And readers are also asked to remember main characters and to follow different plot lines that the author create. So which it can be very mentally demanding. So and another challenge is also the passions because readers have to trust that all the details and subplots will eventually connect and have meaning. If that all takes too long, some readers may lose interest, right? To read the novels and feel very disconnected from the story. But at the same time, this slow pacing allows novels to offer deeper character connection, development, and long-term emotional impact to the readers. So pacing is not really necessarily a weakness; it's more like a trade-off in that situation, I think. So I'm very curious. What do you guys think? Do you prefer short stories or long novels?
I think I prefer novel because I love the depth emotion of the novel. Okay, so listening to our friends, I think there are some features that can help readers understand meaning, not just events in a story, because they guide how we think about what happens. Okay, for example, plot tells us what happens, but elements like characters, setting, and theme help explain why those events are important. Okay, for instance, when we see how a character reacts to problems, we understand ideas like courage, fear, or growth, not just the action itself. In short stories, the focus is usually on one main event or problem. So this helps readers quickly understand the main message or lesson. Every detail matters and points to one central idea. And then in novels, the story is longer and more detailed. So multiple characters, settings, and subplots allow readers to see how ideas develop over time and how different experiences shape people. Pacing also affects meaning. Fast-paced scenes create tension and highlight important moments, while slower sections allow readers to reflect and understand characters' feelings. Okay. So then symbolism helps reader look beyond literal events and find deep meanings such as hope, identity, or power. So overall, these features turn a story into more than a list of events. They help readers understand emotions, values, and real life experiences. So it makes the story more meaningful and memorable.
Yes.
So when I read a story, regardless of be a novel or a short story, there are a couple of things that I really want to pay attention to. The first of all is the development of the characters in the story. May it be a short story in a novel, like Nia said just now. Usually stories are focusing on the event. Short stories, while novel have pay attention more to character development. So if there are no prominent characters, especially usually in a short story, I will pay attention to the flow of the story instead of the development of the characters. And second of all, I would also like to research the background of the author as well as trying to find the details that the author has written in the story, maybe in novel, because such as symbolism and metaphors and so on, because it can further form a deeper connection and it can allow us to connect with the story more clearly because each of the detail given can also give like a meaning to the story as well. That's all.
So I think that's all from our discussion.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.